Yeah.
5 leaves.
Right.
I don't know what this is here.
3.
Now this is growing. If I was to trim this off, that looks like there's new growth coming here. But maybe I don't like, maybe it's growing too tall and I want to go down farther. So you want to get rid of this one. The first thing you do is get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then you will look here.
For the 5.
This one, there's no more, there's no 5-leaf stem left here. That's the trunk. So where is it going to grow from? Well, it's probably going to grow from here somewhere maybe. But there's a ring. See these, if you look down, let me see if it's another break where you can find these rings growing. There's rings around all these things.
Oh, I see it. Like this little thing?
That little thing inside there. That's where the next one's going to grow. And when you're going to, you need to cut it above that. This is not the right tool for it, but I would normally try to cut it closer to that stem. Where is it? See that? There's a tool you can get that cuts it closer to that. The ideal situation is when you cut it off, this surface, you cut it at an angle because there's going to be
something coming out.
And that should run away from that, not towards it. Because if it runs towards it, it'll restrict the growth a little bit.
Okay.
If you cut it at an angle, it gives it more surface area.
So like this one that's dead right here, I just go down to
the 5-leaf. This one 3.
Okay,
no,
so there's 3.
There's another 3.
Not the
There's a 5. Is that a 5?
Okay, here's a 5. So I cut above it right here?
Yeah, right above it. Try to get it maybe 1/8 of an inch above it so you don't damage it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I just go right
about
here
there,
and then...
yeah. And try to cut it
with
the angle of that face so
it's diagonal.
It's going to run away from it.
Okay.
The other thing that happens is usually where you get these growths, you get little rings. See these little rings around it? Well, this is a clue. That's going to be where there's going to be some kind of growth possibly. But you want to make sure that when you're cutting it, see this is going to be good because it's going to grow, you see that it's going to grow out this way. If the first 5-leaf stem has the little nub on the bottom, you don't want that because it's going to grow down there.
Oh, I see.
You try to get it so they all grow out like
and
this.
Fill
form a little tree this shape and open in the middle where the sun, the heat, you can water in there.
I mean, because they're all dead. Now, should you cut them when they're still blooming? Or, I mean, when they're pretty and you want to put them in the house?
Yeah, exactly. I leave them out in the house.
They have bugs in them.
Lots of bugs. When you cut those white ones, they grow back again. So you have them in the house and you'll have them here.
Yeah.
And you can grow more white roses on a plant and you can't color it for some reason.
Oh.
You go by people's gardens and you'll see some colored red and pink roses, and you'll see hundreds of white.
These yellow ones grew really good this spring. Weren't those yellow in there? But look how little that one is.
Yeah.
So.
They have red, yellow, orange, and white.
This was where I was going to grow the next, but I could see the next one. I would cut it so that the slope would be away from that. If this cut...
So the diagonal spacing up.
Yeah, cut it diagonally so that the new growth, if there was any pus coming out of here, it would run away.
Oh, I see.
That's not a great cut. Now this little one here, you could cut that off, get it at an angle to give it a more surface area. And when you cut that off, you can put this in a little teacup. You put some water in the teacup.
That's just a terrible trimmer thing.
Yeah, well, that's the next stage. I don't know what to get you for Christmas now. Start. And you don't want to throw any of this in here because it needs to get fungus and disease your plant.
And I'd like to do a compost heap someday, but not right now.
Put it on the ground and let the kids run over it.
Sometimes I throw my weeds just in the grass.
Come over the fence.
So, the picture's worth 1,000 words. If that was the new growth coming in here, that's how you would like to cut it.
Okay.
If that was the new growth there, cut it so
cut it right above the new growth or the 5-leaf.
This would grow away.
Because these all need to be trimmed off. They're also dead.
And the other thing that happens when bugs are going to get out of this plant, they go to this area because all the sap is coming out and they don't eat it. If that bothers you, see that bug, it'll eat that and take away all the food for this little piece.
Oh, I see.
So you have a little Lepage's glue, that little
Oh.
Useful paper. Just put a little bit of that on there.
Okay.
Seals it.
Cool. All right.
It's
like
a lot of extra
glue
work
stick? What about a glue stick? You know those wax sticks you can just draw on there? Like these?
No, that would really seal it. You want to seal it.
Oh.
You want to seal it, and it's with stuff that bugs don't like to eat. The Page's glue is very inexpensive. It might run over there a little bit, but that's okay. But as long as it doesn't run over the...
What kind of glue is it called?
Lepage is L-E-P-A-G-E-S. It's the stuff you would glue paper together.
Like school glue?
School paste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elmer's?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm thinking we have some of that for sure.
All for free.
All for free?
All this information for free.
I know. I'm so lucky. Well, it's hot out.
A bit of work
Thank
to cut
you.
these off.
Yeah, when it cools
Again,
off.
you cut them off and get rid of them, and then you worry about trimming them nice and neat. But the first thing is to get rid of all these.
The dead ones.
Just cut them off, and while you're busy learning, teaching yourself how to do this, you'll make mistakes when you learn something.
Yeah.
And then you can dress it up and say, it looks nice, it's cut off and looks clean. It's
All trim. I know, it looks so dead. I'm like, ugh. That's what I was telling Bruce. I know I think you're supposed to trim them.